Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel SFMC Stories. We are covering one series by name Powering MCE with Agentforce. And today we are in episode 6 where we'll be discussing more about Agentforce, the one episode which most of you were awaiting for. Right, so let's get started. A quick introduction about myself. I am Aishwarya, working as solution architect in entity data. I'm a Salesforce marketing champion, and I also lead a marketer group Bengaluru. I'm also an Agentforce FTE practitioner, and I did attend Agentforce FTE workshop in person in Bengaluru in the month of May. Um, yeah, I forgot to add it over here in the profile. Okay, I'm an active community speaker and an SFMC enthusiast, and I have 8 certificates related to Salesforce, and I am a 2 times training speaker. Also, an author for SFMC Stories, which is a website which covers details related to Marketing Cloud. And here are my social handles. If you want to follow me, follow my work, you can get in touch with me on these social handles. And you can also connect with me on Trailhead, and here is my Trailhead profile. Just a few things related to Agentforce FTE workshop. So, if you are planning to take up this workshop, it's very beneficial. There are some prerequisites that you need to complete. First of all, you should be coming from a partner company, Salesforce partner company, and then you should have completed Data Cloud Consultant certification, Agentforce certification, and we do have some PLC modules, that is Partner Learning Camp modules, related to this, like implementation ready modules for Data Cloud and also for Agentforce. You need to complete all these. And along with that, hope all of you know about Agent Blazer badges that we have in Trailhead. So make sure to complete that Agent Blazer badges as well. And you should be a legend 2026 to be part of this particular workshop. As of now, we do have this workshop in person across India, and also outside of India as well. So if you are watching this video anywhere, from anywhere in this world, yeah, you might get an opportunity to attend this workshop in person, and Salesforce team will guide you on the future roadmap related to Agentforce and what is currently happening in the Agentforce world, how to do things. Like you will be the customer facing person once you get this particular title, Agentforce FDE, and this is FDE means forward deployed engineer. So you'll be acting like a business person and also a technical person, and guiding the business on how the agent force works in their business, and how to implement from the technical point of view as well. So yeah, there would be more details. Let me know in the comments if you want me to cover more details about this Agentforce FTE workshop. Maybe like the highlights. I'll be interested to cover that as well. Okay, so usually we'll start with an quote. So today's quote is from Satya Nadella. AI is not just a tool for automation, it's an enabler for augmentation. And thank you everyone for making time and tuning into this video today, and hope you will learn something new, or maybe you will maybe relearn if you have forgotten something related to Agentforce today, I believe. All right. So today's topics that we are going to cover, starting with introduction to SFMC stories and the sessions covered so far, and then we'll get into the Agentforce configuration. And I do have a few things related to introduction on Agentforce. Okay, SFMC Stories, founded in 2023. This particular brand is actually, I founded this to serve the community, where we can engage, communicate, connect, anything related to Marketing Cloud. I started with Marketing Cloud engagement, and I did add few contents related to Marketing Cloud next, or Agentforce marketing. uh, there are a lot more plans I have related to this website. So if you are interested, please do go and check out this particular website. And I'll be covering one topic each week related to any of the marketing related things. And now I'm running a 60 day plan, like a transition plan. If you are currently having Marketing Cloud engagement, and if you want to transition to Marketing Cloud next, what are all the steps that you need to take to switch to Marketing Cloud next? That is actually a series that I'm covering. If you are interested, you can go and check my recent blogs as well. Sessions covered so far. So this particular series is about powering Marketing Cloud engagement with Agentforce. So if you are following my videos in past few weeks, you might be aware of what this series is all about. If not, I'll just let you know what is this all about. So uh, we are trying to implement a use case where you can create an email via Agentforce, which is not an out of the box within Marketing Cloud engagement. So in this use case, or maybe in this particular video series, you will be able to understand how to connect Agentforce to Marketing Cloud, and how you can make use of Agentforce in general. Okay, and this particular session, we did have this as a workshop in MC Square, which happened recently. So I wanted to take this up to a larger community, whoever was not part of that particular workshop in the event. So I wanted to share it with everyone in the community. So that's why I brought up this as a video series. So far, we have covered 5 topics, and today this is sixth episode, and we'll be discussing about Agentforce configuration. And most interested one, and I believe most of them, whoever is following this video series, would be interested to know more about this particular topic. Okay, without further delay, let's move on. And just an heads up, this would be a long video. So if you maybe you can pause and then come back again whenever you have time to go through the entire video. I'll be just giving some glimpse on Agentforce, and then I'll be also giving you a walkthrough on how to set up things. So far, we have configured Flow. We have a prompt which is connected to Flow, and we also have a Apex invocable method which is also connected to Flow. Now, in today's session, we'll be understanding how that flow will be connected to Agentforce. So this is a long session. Get prepared for this session, and sit tight, and maybe it's better if you do hands-on along with this session. Let's introduce Agentforce here. So Agentforce is a Salesforce suite of autonomous AI agents designed to support employees and customers by executing tasks independently 24/7. Even though we say that it does the task independently, but the initial setup needs a lot of work. There is a lot of development work involved, and again, you need to do a thorough testing before you are going to leave your agent to work on its own, right? So, Agentforce is again a new, what to say, Salesforce product, which will enable all the agents. Like earlier, I'll also show you the previous like in the previous era what we had, and what is the current era that we are having, or in short, the evolution of agents. Um, I'll be showing in the next slide. So in short, Agentforce is nothing but an suite of autonomous AI agents. Okay, and how it works? Agentforce is powered by a class reasoning engine which operates in continuous and autonomous loop. So first of all, we need to understand three things here. First is C. C is like evaluating the user intent from natural language input. So it will understand what is your intent based on the natural language input that you are giving. Maybe you are asking, in my use case, my user is asking to create an email, right? So my agent will understand the intent here, and it needs to reason, right? Like it creates a multi-step plan to achieve the goal, then activating or action. It executes the plan by calling specific business workflow. Okay, so this is how an agent works in short, but we will also discuss more detailed how it actually works. Before getting into that, maybe if you are very new to this terminology, agent force, you need to again connect this to an analogy, or maybe it's also a popular analogy. When people discuss about agent force, they will definitely discuss about this particular analogy. So what it says, like when you are joining a new company, like an intern or maybe as a new joinee or a trainee, you don't know what you are supposed to do in that company, right? So someone in the hierarchy above you will guide you on what you need to do. What is your role? Uh, like on day-to-day basis, what is the work that you are going to do? Maybe the responsibilities that you are having, and what you should do and what you shouldn't do, and what are all the applications that you can use. All these things will be guided to you, right? So similarly, when we are working with agent force, we need to make sure that we are going to train agent in such a way that agent is a new employee in the company. So we are going to tell the agent what it should do, what it shouldn't do, what is its roles and responsibilities, and then what are all the data points or data sets that it can touch or consume. So these type of information we are going to set it up. And in today's session also, we are going to discuss more about this, like how you can set up a role, instruction, actions, and guardrails, all these things. Okay. Okay, this is what I was saying earlier as evolution of agents. We initially started with predictive AI, and later we had co-pilots, and now we are in the agents era. And future we will have robotics, and then we in future the next wave 5 is nothing but artificial general intelligence. I'll not go deep into all these things, but maybe in short, we are in third wave of AI, which is agents. Agent, like you can see some of the feedbacks given by popular companies as well here, which is noted. And this is a Salesforce sourced slide itself, right? Now we'll understand how Agentforce actually works. Okay, so here you can see four major steps. First is it starts with conversation. As soon as you type something in the chat GPT, let's say, you will get a response, right? Something is going behind, some particular reasoning engine is working behind, and you'll get an action, set of actions, and then an outcome. Okay, there is a feature in ChatGPT which will help you to see what is actually happening behind the scenes as well. Similarly, in Agent Force also, as soon as you start the conversation, behind the scenes there will be a trigger, right? You can use API, you can use flows, which will be connected to your Agent Force, and it will help you to evaluate your question and give you the response. Unless and until it gets the right response, it is going to refine, right? And then action wise, it is going to check the right topics and then the action. So again, these are all some of the terminologies that you need to be aware of when you are working on agent force. Again, that I have covered detail in the deep dive section, but still, like topic is maybe one particular chapter. Let's say within that chapter there are many sub components that you need to keep in mind. right? So like that, this particular agent or the reasoning engine is going to check a relevant topic. Let's say here, how can I help? Is the question asked by agent, and the user is asking, where's my order? So this is an order related topic. So now it needs to go and check the customer info, any returns or exchanges, product information, inventory check, lookup order. All these things are different components or different features that you have within your system that will be retrieved. And then, based on the right response that AI has evaluated, you will get a response on your output screen. So it has given an output here saying that your order will arrive in 7 days. So here my user is again asking, I changed my mind on size. Can I swap for a large? Okay. Again, my agent is going to get into the reasoning engine, check the right relevant topic and action, and then it will come back with an output. So all these things are happening on top of a trust layer. You can also mask things, like you can also encrypt certain fields and data that which you shouldn't reveal to everyone on your system, right? All this security layer is also in place, and what level of data you can mask, all these things you can set up with the Einstein trust layer. So everything is happening on top of the trust layer. Okay, now we'll get into the deep dive section of Agentforce, and we'll understand how to set it up for our use case, that is to create an email in Marketing Cloud engagement. Keep in mind that we have already created a flow, and before creating a flow, we also activated a prompt and also an Apex invocable method, which will help us in creating a flow in Marketing Cloud engagement. So if you have not watched that video, please go and check it out. And please do subscribe to my channel so that if at all, if I publish any new videos, you will get a notification as soon as I publish. And also don't forget to turn on that bell icon so that you'll get the notification. Now let's jump into deep dive discussion on this Agentforce configuration.
All right, so now we are in the Agentforce section. As you can see, Agentforce is not enabled. So how to navigate to Agentforce? Come to the setup page. Here in the quick find box, search for Agentforce and you will see all the options wherever Agentforce is visible. So you have these many options, at least in my environment, I can see these many options available. And this Agentforce agent will be sitting here in the Agentforce agent section, will be sitting here in the Einstein section. Okay, so you just need to click on this, and that is how you will navigate into this section. And as you can see, this Agentforce is in off state. Yeah, it's a toggle button. You just need to switch it on. So here it asks me like whether to try the new Agentforce builder. At least for now, I'll not use this new Agentforce builder. I just want to use the old one. Just click refresh. As I mentioned, so whenever you're using anything, creating anything in Salesforce, you just refresh it so that all the features will be enabled. Then click on new agent, and we are creating a custom agent today that is to connect to Salesforce Marketing Cloud engagement and to create the email. So that's where you don't have any out of the box agent for this, but you can leverage out of the box agent and you can copy that and create a new agent. Okay, here we have various options like create from a template, create with Gen AI, and again you have lot of templates here. Okay, so I usually went with Agentforce employee agent, but maybe just for some of the purpose, like I'll let you know what purpose it is in the later stages. But for now, I'm thinking to go with Agent for Service Agent. Okay. And all the new features, whatever comes on Agent Force, will be activated first on the Agent Force Service Agent. And again, equally important is Employee Agent as well. So whenever you are working on Agent Force, maybe try to look into either Service Agent or Employee Agent and give maybe first preference to Service Agent. So that's what I'm doing now, and I'll be picking the Service Agent. But you can also use this one, create from a template, or you can also give a prompt and generate your own template. And if you don't remember the name, you can just search for that particular template as well. So for now, I'll go with this agent for service agent. And you can also see the help guide here. If you want to understand how this works, you can just go and check this option. Okay. So we selected the agent, then you can see select your sub-agents, customize your agent, select data sources. These are all the options that got enabled. As we selected an inbuilt agent, these are all the options that got pre-added. Okay, but I don't want all of them. You can keep it as it is and later you can remove, or you can remove now. It's up to you. I think if we are removing everything, we will get an error message. We'll quickly see whether we'll get an error message if we remove everything. Okay. So what does this sub-agent means? Each of these item will perform its own task. So that is what sub-agent here means. The agent which you are creating, that will be your main agent, and within that, there will be multiple tasks assigned. Say, for example, you are working for a company and your role is a software engineer, but apart from your actual role, maybe you're doing a lot of other activities as well, right? So those things will be considered as sub agents or sub activities. So that is what this sub agent is all about. Okay, see, now I have removed all of them and it's empty now, but still it's not throwing any error, at least until now. Yes. Now we will go and add a name to our agent. So again, as I'm following one common name for everything, I'll just use the same name and just remove the prompt and give it an instead of that agent. Again, we already have agent, so we'll just remove the agent. Okay. So this is my agent name. You can also remove this underscore. Only the API names and developer names requires underscore, but otherwise you can just remove them. Better to replace this API name as well with or we can also do one thing. Let me see if it works. Yes. If you just click on this, it will create automatically. So it will hold underscore as well. Now we need to change this description, role, company, everything, because this was related to service agent. I have already kept a list of things that needs to be added just to save time. But again, if you have time, you can just add it on the go. You can create this marketing automation. This I'm just mentioning it like marketing automation. But again, if there is a specific role that you want to assign to this agent, you can also mention that. And this is just for the internal purpose, right? So that's where it's mentioned as internal marketing operations. Okay, so now agent user, again, if you already created a user, agent user, you can use that. Otherwise, you can just leave it as it is. Keep a record conversation with enhanced event log to review agent behavior. Okay, this enhanced event log comes into picture when you have data cloud in place. So for now, I'll just skip this. I'm not going to enable this. This will hold all the chat conversation information and the event related information. You can see the details over here and the best practices related to the agent setting as well. Next is data source. This is an optional section. So you can add any data source if you have, and if not, you can just skip it. And we'll go and click on create, and the agent will be created for us. But hold on, it's not yet working. We need to add everything to make it work. Everything means whatever we have created so far, everything needs to go into this agent to make it work. Okay, so here now we have this UI where you can see the sub-agents, data, connections, context, language, and events, right? So first of all, what we need to do is we need to add our sub-agent. Okay, sub-agent is nothing but our flow, what we created earlier. You have a new button, and you can see in the from the asset library, I'll quickly show. Asset library might not hold the information what we have, or maybe the email, the flow that we created. Okay, so this is a custom flow, right? These are all the standard information, but as you are creating a custom one, you will have a custom flow attached to it. Um, so what this sub-agent will do, what it will do, it will accept user input, generate HTML, okay, and uh, run Apex class to create email in SFMC. Okay, you can refine this however you would like to. Okay, click on next. Okay, based on the description what we provided, some of the information auto-populated, but we might need to change these things. First of all, we'll see whether we need this name, whether it is accurate to our requirement. Yes, I think email creation in SFMC is fine, or else it can also say SFMC email creator. But as our agent name is already SFMC email creator, it's okay. We'll keep it as email creation in SFMC and API name as it is. Now we will go and add the classification scope and every other information that we need to add. So we need to also add a lot of instructions here. This is where we are going to set the guardrails to our agent, like what to do, what not to do. Every information will be added over here. Just to save time, I'm just adding all the pre-prepared content or instructions. See, I have a lot of instructions to add now, so I'll keep on adding everything. I need to make some changes as well. So on the go, I'll make the changes as well, like which prompt to choose, which Apex class to choose. So that information also needs to be updated. You can also leverage AI option here. You can see the sparkle icon, which will refine your text. If at all, if your text is not good, it will refine it. Uh, okay, so I need to add the prompt name and the Apex class name. So if I remember correctly, I have already saved the prompt name. So that is where this names that we save comes handy. Okay, and I think this is create SFMC email asset Apex. Okay, whatever is already added, I just need to replace because that is related to, again, it was auto generated. So that's the reason. If you want to swap also, you can swap. Like if you want to move this elsewhere and bring a different instructions here, you can do that as well. So that's where it is changing or it is jittering. If your agent didn't work as expected, maybe you can tweak your instructions as well. You can check your prompt builder prompts as well to make it work as per your expectation. I just have few more to add. Uh, you can also add a new one. So I'll just also show how this sparkle button works. Just click on this. What needs to be improved in your text will be suggested here. Um, okay, it says it is accurate, so no need to change. But again, sometimes it will give you an alternate text which you can include. Okay, so just I clicked on add instruction to add my new instruction. And I have another two more instructions to add. Okay, so we are almost there. The last one, last instruction to add. And if you want to swap, if you want to move this around, you can do that as well. See if you want to move this, you can do that. I'll just bring it back. Click on next. Now I'm not going to add any action. I'll leave it as it is. Okay. But you can pull your flow here as well, but I'm not doing it now. I'll just finish it. I'll just open this. See, see the instructions that we provided. Everything is visible here, right? Now we'll go to the action. Like the action what we saw, that is flow, will also be visible here. If you want to connect it to agent exchange, you can do that. Or if you wanted to have an asset library, the standard ones, if you want to bring it from there, you can add it. And mine is a custom one, so I'm going to use it from here, create new action from this section. So mine is a flow, right? So I'll just choose the flow and the name of that flow. SFMC will create agent flow. Yeah, everything looks good. So I'll just move on. This helps in creating email and targeting to SFMC, the description that we provided. Um, this is again important section. So loading text. Um, so we can give it like building email, right? all this important fields needs to be filled, otherwise you will get error. Okay, we'll just add the instructions here, right? Most of the things are already having the description because we provided them while we created the variable in the flow setup. But this require input, whether that needs to be collected from the user, that information is what we are going to add over here. Yes, this requires input, and this data will be collected from the user. Email description. Then email name again requires input, collect data from user. Then folder ID, again it's not a required input, but collect data from user. Then the subject line, mm, require input, collect data from user. Okay. If this field is not updated, then see you will get an error because all these fields are important. And then show in conversation. Okay, what are all the information we need to show in the conversation? Uh, do we need the Apex result? Apex result, yes, I think so, because it's success, failure, those information. But okay, let's avoid showing the success, failure. HTML output, we don't need HTML output. Output rendering, status message, yes. Status message we need to show in the conversation. Okay, only the status message is what I have mentioned. Uh, and let's say this as overall status, right? Mm, I'm just randomly giving a description like this. Okay, we'll click on finish. Now the agent has some action to do. And if we go to the rest of the things, like data, it's again empty. As you can see, you need to turn on data cloud, and then the connection. This is an interesting one. Like if you want to deploy it to a site, you can configure the deployment. You can turn it on. Like if you turn this on, there will be a messaging section auto populated for you. And then inbound omni-channel flows. Again, if you are creating an omni-channel flow, you are going to connect that over here. Outbound flow, then any other connection. Okay, so messaging session. This is an important variable where it will store all the session related information, event related information, and other custom variables are also there. Okay, as we chose a standard template, that is where some of the variables are related to that template. Then the default language is English, but if you want to change, you can change. And what are all the additional languages that you want to include, you can include that as well. But for now, I'm just leaving it as it is. And the tone is also important, like how your agent should respond back, whether it should be very formal, whether it should be neutral or casual. That is what you are going to set it up here. Then the events section, again, this is where the actual interaction and like whatever information uh, provided by your agent will be captured here. And for a more detailed information, you need to enable data cloud. And we saw in our initial section that keep conversation enhanced log, right? Enhanced event log. So that enhanced event log will capture the actual conversation between you and the agent. As we are not using data cloud, we are not enabling that option. We'll leave it as it is for now. And once this is done, let's go back to this subagent section. And here you can see, like this is where you are going to run your agent. Okay. You can also customize this section, how you would like to customize. I'll just give the response. Hi. Let's see whether our flow works correctly. Okay, see, it's asking, sure, to create an email, I'll need few details from you. Email description, email name, subject line, folder ID. Okay, what I'll do, I'll just copy paste this as it is and I'll drop it here in the describe section. And for email description, let me say generate an email for a marketing conference. Okay, I've just named it like marketing sneak peek, subject line, insights on the marketing conference. Folder ID is optional, but again, we'll go and bring the actual folder ID. Um, just a minute. Okay, so we'll see whether this email gets created in Marketing Cloud later. Okay, first we'll see whether it works here. See, the loading text what we gave building email is coming here. And you have the option to like, dislike as well, and copy whatever is available. Okay, so if you give dislike, then it is training your agent, okay, that this is wrong information. I did not ask this particular response, but the response what was provided by agent is wrong. So in that case, you are going to give dislike. And all these things are captured in the report, like agent force related report, which will be helpful in training the agent. And in the middle section, you can see the tracer, like how each and every conversation is building up and which is the action the agent is picking and how it is suggesting the improvement. Okay, now we have an issue here. So we need to add a permission set, I believe. So that's where this will be resolved. Okay. Okay, so we were having an issue in the agent earlier. So we'll see how that can be resolved. So again, it's not completely resolved because there is a system issue because of the timeout. So, but I have made some changes. So I'll just let you all know what those changes were. So first of all, we have used this sub-agent action, that is email creation in SFMC, and which is attached to an action that is nothing but a flow. Uh, First of all, we need to see few things in the flow because the error, whatever we received earlier, it was having issue with the flow. Like the actual error message was showing output was not retrieved. Output action was not retrieved. So first of all, we need to get into this and check what are all the inputs we have given and the output variables that we have given. And I have made some changes here. So first change is the required input. So earlier I have marked all the required input checkbox as yes. I have checked all those boxes, and now that is removed. Why? Because we need to handle these type of things within the flow itself or within the Apex class itself instead of bringing that into agent. There are chances if the agent is not recognizing the exact input, it might fail. So that is where we need to avoid giving this unless and until if you are getting all the proper input as it is expected by agent. So I removed that require input section here and just collecting the data from the user is what I've kept. Apart from that, on the output side, I did not see any major changes. So everything remains as it is because as we can see, except a status message, none of them is showing in the conversation. And rest of the things are directly pulled from the flow itself. So no changes here. Um, then again, going back to the agent setup itself. So I'll just show the details, Agentforce details page. First of all, this agent, when we created, we used a user. So that was a new user when we created, and it was altogether not created already in the environment. So it's altogether a brand new user. And as we used a service agent, the username was Einstein Service Agent. So here you can see this is the details page of your agent. And here you can see the name, API name, description, role, company, whatever we provided in the initial stage. Along with that, the agent user is also available. So we need to go and search for this agent. And why we are doing this? Because we need to provide some permissions to this agent so that it works accurately. Earlier, when we worked on Apex class and flows, that was the own user, like it was not an agent user. So that's where it was working fine. But when we come to Agentforce setup, we can also use our own user itself, but it is better to create a dedicated user which can handle the agent part of it. Okay, so the standard default user is Einstein Service Agent as we picked up the Service Agent template. If you're taking up a different template, the user varies. Okay, so as you can see, this is a default user and there are a lot of checkboxes already selected and some of them are not. And what I did was like earlier, it was not having all the permission sets. So like the permission set that we used for external credential was also not available. So in this new SDO, I have added this SFMC email creator agent perm as the permission set. Earlier we had in the older STO we had something in by name underscore PS. So that permission set was not available here. So that one is what included here. And as we are working on a marketing cloud engagement agent actions, I've just included that. Again, it's optional. It's not necessary. Then this is by default, like agent for service agent, secure base will come by default. And then prompt template user, that is also you need to include. Then data cloud admin, again important unless and until you are enabling data cloud. But I'm not enabling, but still just to rectify the issue, I have added this, but later we can also enable data cloud with this particular permission set. Okay, and there is one more permission, which is again, I believe, auto-generated one, because I did not create this permission altogether. So this is a permission which was created by the agent itself. Okay, so these are the things that we need to enable in the permission set section. After that, we also need to see the license, the permission set license related to that user. Okay, so I'll just again open the user page. Okay. Let me see whether I can see the necessary details here. Yes. So here I need to also see the license. Okay, so permission set license. See here I have service agent builder, service agent user, CDP, nothing but the older data cloud related permission. You can also include data cloud if you're enabling data cloud, then Einstein prompt template, engagement, agent action. So whatever we had as permission set, some of them are also available here as license. Okay, so once this is done, next step is we need to go into the profile. So in our actual profile, the system admin profile, which is assigned to our user, there were some standard or maybe some custom assignments that we did, which was not available in the Einstein agent user. Say, for example, the external credential one was not attached to it. So this external credential principal access needs to be attached. Okay, you just need to go and click on edit and all the list of external credential will pop up and you just need to select the one which you need. Okay, that's it. And then again, if you're working on some object related things and if you're not seeing any of the fields or an object visible to the agent, then you need to go to the object settings and make it visible. Then apps also, if you're working with some apps. Again, Apex class access. Again, by default, I did not see any Apex class access that it was able to take. So you can see there is a big list, and I feel these are all default created ones. So that's where there is a big list. So I added my Apex class, that is create SFMC email asset here. And then I also wanted to add um, 1 minute, I'm checking this flow as well. So these are all the missing pieces which was there earlier, which brought up the issue. So yeah, the flow access, I think it's not available. As you can see, it's install package related only. Let me quickly see if we have that flow. See, I'm not having any custom flow that was created, but that's where I'm not seeing it. And some of them, again, most of them are missing. So that's fine, but somehow it is working now. So I can show you what this agent is currently doing. Okay, and I also went to flow and saw whether there is some misconfiguration in the flow, but I did not find any. So that's where I'm not going to discuss much about the flow here. We'll try to run the agent and we'll see if it works. Again, it's not properly working even now, maybe why? Because of the system issue itself. Okay. Nothing wrong in the configuration, nothing wrong in what we have done so far. Okay, so let's quickly chat with the agent, and this is not activated yet. And if you're making any changes, you need to uh, make those changes reflect here in this Agentforce and then activate that as well. Here is the tracer, as I mentioned yesterday, maybe where you can tracer or planner, where you can see the like what is actually we are giving as a input and what is being processed and which sub agent is being picked when you're having multiple sub agent, and then what are all the instructions that is considered and which action is considered. All these information will come here, and if you want to suggest some improvement, you can click on the suggest improvement and provide the improvisation. And what you actually view here will be visible in this particular eye icon. You can see this, and this is a JSON format. Just giving some inputs here so that it can create some email for me. Okay. Okay, description. Let's create some promotional email for a holiday flash sale. Okay. It should target all the customers, all active customers. Let's also mention that target all active subscribers. But again, unless and until you're connecting everything with an agent, it will target the right customers. But for now, this is fine. I'll also mention include personalization through AmScript. AmScript. Okay. And then name of this email, let's give it, as this is a flash sale, name, let's give it like flash sale. Flash sale 2026. Okay. Then subject line, let's give a subject line, don't miss out. Okay. As this is a sale related, don't miss out. Offer ends today. Okay. So once this is done, we'll just send this. It will take some time to generate the email. Okay, as we can see, it is mentioning that your email title flash sale has been successfully created. So great to see that it worked out. So, okay, great to see that it worked out. And one more issue that I pointed out when working on this particular agent was like the time limit. Actually, to perform one particular action or one particular input, it should not go beyond 1 minute. Okay, if it is going beyond 1 minute, then you will see an error message. So here it is somehow completing within 53 seconds. Okay, now we'll see in Marketing Cloud whether this particular email got generated. I did not give any folder to that, so that's where it will create in the main folder itself. Okay. Okay, fine. Almost it's working, and I told to use the AMP script as well, so it's using some AMP script, and the subject line is also available here, right? So almost it's working like as expected. So if I want to go and edit the content, see, I'll show you how the content will be. It will have a doc type and a normal HTML structure to it. And as we have given some instruction that it should render fine in all the major devices, you might not see any issues in the major devices. And while doing the testing, again, these emails were also tested in some of the major domains as well. So that's where we can confidently say that these emails will not fail when while rendering. And also the subject line is also populating correctly. And the pre-header is coming up here. And for your business, if you want that pre-header to be, again, you need to target that information in your payload so that it will update accurately. So this is how you can generate your email within Marketing Cloud. However, we are not sending out this email again, the data extension access, all these things we haven't provided much to the agent action. But if you want to enhance this agent, definitely you can provide those informations as well. Now coming to the actual section itself, we'll see different components available within the agent builder or agent force builder. So first section is sub agents, which is nothing but the actions which you are going to perform in that particular agent. So here you can build up multiple components or multiple agents together can be combined, multiple activities. Say for example, I also wanted to have some component to create data extension. I can bring that here and I can make that data extension component as well. Okay, then coming to the data point here, the data cloud needs to be turned on, and maybe you can also use knowledge articles here, and you can also use RAG that can be connected, and that will help you in refining or maybe answering to your question based on the files that you have uploaded into Salesforce. And also it will help you in the web search. So if you're choosing a web search option, then it will help you to search the entire web and come up with a solution or come up with an answer. So that is how this data section will help you out. Then we'll move on to this connection. Maybe we'll discuss more about this connection in the later part, because we need to do some activities related to this. Maybe the omni-channel flows and all, we'll be building it out. So we'll discuss more about it. Then the context again, these are all Agentforce inbuilt variables, which you can leverage within your action itself. Um, like you might have seen when I showed the flow related input variable, output variable, there it was one particular section where it was asking to assign variable. So you can create some variables here and assign them as well. So that becomes an agent variable then. Then you can also set up some filters. Okay. So those are all some sections you can leverage within the agent builder, agent force builder. Then default language is English, and these are all the available languages and the tone. Then events. Okay. Now coming to the event section, most interesting part. When you enable data cloud, you will see some conversation as well in this particular event log. But for now, we can go and check the actual conversation within the session ID as well. So this is the recently built session ID, right? The recently created one. So we'll go and check the conversation. It will show you the date and time and the type of event and what was the actual conversation happening and what was the message sent, user response, session started, and some IDs related to that session, and then the log type. Everything is visible over here, right? And if you select any of this, let's say I'm selecting this particular section, so you can see the relevant event details. What was the output, and again, a general name for that event, what is the output, and then the UUID will be generated. And this UUID is like a unique ID for every event. Okay, so this is how, again, when you face any error, again, you are going to come back here and check what was that error all about. So earlier I had some uh, errors as well. So maybe if I go and check this one, maybe where I was having lot of errors, let me quickly see. Yeah, here you can see the planner error. So if I just click on this, you will see the UUID, and it will also show you the error code, failed to call the core. So these type of errors will come up. Okay, so yeah, some of them can be fixed within your permission set, within the activities that you have done to connect this agent force. But some of them are again dependent with support. So you can raise a support ticket and resolve if you are not able to find any solution to your issues. Okay, then we have checklist here. So if you open the checklist, you will see deploy your agent, and within this you are having multiple steps. Manage permission, customize sub-agent and actions, then add data source, test your agent, set up and connect your agent to channel. So this is what we will do next, like where we'll be connecting to some external agent, some external channel. Okay, so this is what we'll be doing, part of the complete agent force implementation. And you have the batch test button as well to go and test this particular agent. you can manually upload some test use cases as well and check how the agent responds to those use cases. So I'll be not discussing more about the testing side of it, but you can manually test here as maybe one-time testing. But if you want to do a bulk testing, you can also use this batch test option. Okay, so this is all about Agentforce setup and how it is currently being used. And you can also make changes to your agent window as well. So let's quickly see that before we go move on to the next section. Okay, I haven't activated this yet. Here you will see the details page, sub-agents, and then the system message, language settings, and connection. Okay, sub-agents. Uh, this is the only sub-agent we have, but if you're having multiple sub-agent, it will show here as how many sub-agents. Okay, then system message. Yeah, you might have seen this, right? It will ask you like, I am so and so particular agent, and how can I help you? You can again customize this message. Maybe I'll just mention this as, hi. Um, Hi, I am Brandy, the marketing mascot. Most of you know, I believe. So marketing, Brandy the fox, I'll mention. So that's the name the marketing mascot is having. And this is for me, it's a marketing agent, right? So I'll just mention marketing agent, marketing assistant. Okay, if you want to refine a little more, you can also refine, but for now, this is fine for me. So I'll just leave it here. And then the language settings, English and casual language is what chosen. This one you chose within the setup itself, internal setup. Then this one I told earlier, which we will bring up when we are connecting to some external channels or external website or maybe marketing cloud itself or something external when you want to display this agent. Okay, so now we will activate this particular agent and you will see some warning messages. So if you want to rectify those warning message, you can very well rectify them, or else you can also ignore and activate. Okay, so there are some instructions which is conflicting and again, you can merge them together and then data cloud isn't enabled, yes, and there is no connected channel, conversation escalation flow is not activated. So this conversation escalation flows when the agent is not able to answer. Some human agent will come into picture and they will answer your queries. So that again comes into the omni-channel routing flow, which is again a separate topic. For now, we'll just ignore and activate. Okay, now this agent is activated. Okay. Okay, did not save, I believe. That's where it is still showing that as a service agent. Okay, we just need to save it. I'll do that in some time. Yeah, this covers Agentforce overall setup and how it actually works.
All right. So I think so far you did understand how to configure an agent within Agentforce Studio, and we do have a new UI setup for Agentforce Studio. And when this particular session was recorded, I did use the older UI, but you can also leverage the new UI and set it up. And again, if you are interested to know more about Agentforce and also maybe from the basic level, if you are interested to know, maybe we did have one of the series. It's a 5-part series in which was conducted by Salesforce Marketers Group Ajmer, and I did give 5 sessions on this particular series. So you can go and check this out. The episodes are named as the Automation Assembly. So please do check it out and support the group as well. And if you're from Ajmer, there are some in-person events as well going on. So please do attend those sessions on a regular basis. Okay, so yeah, with that said, now we are wrapping this particular session and come back to the next video. I know this was a long video, as there are a lot of things to cover, and in between there was an issue also to fix. Hope you got some fair idea how to work on agent. And this is a continuous series, right? So we are going to end this series in the next episode, where we'll be discussing about Agentforce deployment. So stay tuned and come back to my next session without miss. Thank you, everyone.